Okay, let's quick review for the module 5. And first of all, I want you guys to memorize the formula. Okay, so the formula is really is two type of parabola. One is vertical parabola, so y minus k equal to 1 over 4p x minus h squared. And this also could be written 4p y minus k equal to x minus h squared. And a horizontal parabola is the y is squared, so x is not squared, so it's kind of like a switch. So x minus h equal to 1 over 4p y minus k squared. Could be also written as 4p x minus h equal to y minus k squared. For a lot of times, for as a calculation, this is pretty good, this too, because there is no fractions. But you gotta be careful, see where the 4p is. So you need to find a p for application, so we know how to graph them, and also we sketch, right? So now with this formula, keep in your mind, let's try to write the equations, okay? Right? The equations. Okay. First example, if I give you a vertex is 1, negative 3, and the directrix is x equal to negative 1. So if I want you to write the equation, usually I always ask students to kind of like little sketch. You don't need to do that much, but you see which direction, vertical or horizontal. So x equal to negative 1, so it's right here. This is your directrix. So if your directrix is like this, and it's a horizontal one. So let's find the vertex is 1, negative 3, 1, 2, 3 right here. So by doing that, I know the parabola is like this way in order to write the equation, right? So it's open to the right, so I'm using horizontal formula. And the p from my sketch, I know the p. Okay, let's look at the graph that we know that the p is 2, and I'm gonna write on there. P is 2. So from here, and the focus is really right here, right? So P is 2, and I'm gonna write the equation. Since it's a horizontal, I use that formula. X minus H. H is 1 equal to, you can write it over here, 1 over 4p. You can write like that. Y minus k. K is like this, square. So that's how we write the equation. Okay. Let's look at example number 2. If we give you x minus 3 equal to 1 over 12 y plus 2 square, and I'm asking you what is the directrix. So same thing, you can figure out horizontal, vertical. Since we just did a horizontal, you can see that's the horizontal one, and p equal to 3. So all I need to do is find a vertex. I know it's a positive and open to the right again. So the graph is 3, -2, 1, 2, 3, -2 right here, and open to the right. And the directrix, if this is a 3, so you can have a directrix is just y-axis. How do I write y-axis? X equal to 0. So that's my directrix. Now, the next one, if I ask you to write the equation of the parabola that given, and I'm asking you this, right? And the given is vertex 5, -3, and I give you the focus is 5, -1. So whenever you have those information, I always remind students to sketch. 5, -3, 5 over here, -3, that's a vertex. And the same 5, -1, which is right here. So focus is over here. So you know the parabola. This is a focus, that's a vertex. You know the parabola opens up. And from -3 to -1, you know P is equal to 2. So write the equation for the parabola opens up is y minus k equal to 1 over 4p, p is 2, and the x minus 5 squared. Okay. The next example, okay, this is gonna be careful when you have that type of a question. I'm asking you how many solutions for number 1, or I use A, maybe this one is y equal to -x minus 3, y squared equal to x plus y minus 1. Okay, the second one is x squared plus 2x minus y equal to 3, and then the 2y 2y minus x equal to 2. Okay, these are two questions. I'm asking you each one of them how many solutions. That means how many intersecting points. I can also ask like that, how many intersecting points. So by looking at, just in general, see if it's one is a parabola, one is a line like that, you're gonna have 2 solutions. Sometimes a parabola like this, the line is over here, you have no solutions. So that's a 2 solution, that's a 0 solution. And if it's a parabola like this, and then your line is like just touch 1, so that's called 1 solution. So 1 solution, 0 solution, and 2 solution. That's the outcome. So let's look at these 2 questions. Okay, when you solve, it's not all the way solving to the end to find how many solutions like that. You use discriminant. So how do you use that? First of all, with one is a line, one is a parabola, you use substitution always. So you solve this. I already have a y equal to this, right? So I write y squared y squared equal to x plus y minus 1. So what is y? Y is negative x minus 3. And then this is negative x minus 3. If you remember the formula, two terms, then we can do the first one is first term square, x squared, minus 2 times this times that. 2 times negative x times this, so it's minus 6x plus 9. Since this negative, negative become a positive. Okay. And then equal to x minus 3 minus 1. So you have x squared, this 2x cross it out, plus 6x, and then plus 5. 9 plus 4, 13. Like that. So, like I said, you don't have to solve all the way to the end because you just use discriminant. Discriminant is b squared minus 4ac. I know 4ac is bigger than 36, so it's less than 0. So you have no solution for this one. Okay. For B, you do the same thing. You're substituting. Okay. It will be easier. You make this one to x equal to 2y minus 2. Put a 2 over here, x over there. You get that. So substituting to the first equation. So x squared plus 2x minus y equal to 3. So I plug it in the x. X is 2y minus 2, 2y minus 2, like that. So I expand this, 4y squared minus 2 times 2 times 2, 8. 8y plus 4 plus 4y minus 4 minus y minus 3 equal to 0. Move everything to the same side. Then I simplify them. 4y squared, ay negative 5y. This 4 and this 4 cancels out, minus 3. Equal to 0. So I like I said, they didn't ask me what's the solution, just asked me how many solutions this. So I use discriminant. Discriminant equal to b squared minus 4ac. Since the c is negative, so it's gonna be adding. I don't have to do that. I just say greater than 0. Then this one have 2 solutions. Is that good? Okay, let's keep going. So that if they ask you for how many solutions, you don't have to solve all the way. Just do the discriminant, okay? Save you a little bit of time. So the next part, I'm going to do solving.
Do we need to solve the first one?
So solve systems. Okay, let me write systems. And remember, if you have one as a line, the other one is a parabola, always use substitution. Okay. So the first system, y minus 5 equal to x minus 2 squared. X plus y equal to 6. Okay. Let's also do 2 questions. B, y equal to x squared plus 2x plus 7, y minus 7 equal to x. So this, put a y over here and then copy down the rest. So the y is what? 6 minus x. So I just do 6 minus x minus 5 equal to x squared minus 4x plus 4. Move everything to one side. X squared minus 3x plus 3. Plus 3. Did you guys all get this equation like this? So when you use a quadratic formula, you get b squared minus 4ac, you get no solution. Three plus minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. 9 minus 12. So it is 3 plus minus I root 3 over 2. There's 2 imaginary. And for B, letter B, I can do either way. You can make this y equal to x plus 7 from here. And then put it back in there. Y equal to x squared plus 2x plus 7. So x minus 7, that's the y. Then you expand them from, not just move the all to one side. So x squared minus, subtract x become 1x plus 14. So this one you have to do completing the square. You put a y squared and a y together. So I make sure the square term is positive. So it's negative ax plus 7, stay here, equals y squared plus 6y. You need to use completing the square, which is plus 9 here, plus 9 here. And then you get y plus 3 squared. And this side will be negative ax plus 16. So you factor out the 8. X minus 2 equal to y plus 3 squared. So don't forget about the completing the squares. Same thing, 3 things. Vertex 2, negative 3. P equal to 2. And the C opens to the left because y squared. Okay.
Will
So
P always be positive?
So when we sketch this, x is 2, y equal to negative 3. 1, 2, 3, and vertex here. And 2, since it's open to the left, see, then this is the focus, this is the directrix. So the directrix is y equal to 4. And the focus, this is negative 3. X equal to 0, y equal to negative 3. So you go, since it's P is 2, you go 1, 2, 3, 4 this point, and you go 1, 2, 3, 4 this point. So your parabola is like this. And one more thing I wanted to talk about, the solving by graphing. You guys gotta be very careful. Don't use those focus directrix to solving by graphing, okay? Solving by graphing. Let's say y plus 3 equal to x plus 1 squared. Y minus x equal to 4. This is opens up, so x equal to negative 1, y equal to negative 3. 1, 2, 3, right here. So when you graph, you go by pattern. Okay. The pattern is go up is 1, 1 is right here. 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then symmetrical. So your parabola look like this. Use pattern to do it, okay? This should be 2. I mean, I think of this part. See, 1, 2 right here. Then I go 4, so it's a little bit more skinny. It should be here. Okay, without grid it's hard. So this one is y equal to x plus 4. So the 4 is here, y-intercept is 4, and then I'm gonna just give you the answer. Negative 3. If you use this is negative 3 and this is negative 3 and 1. Oh, sorry. This is, go back. This one is negative 3. This one is 2, 6. Negative 3, y should be 1, so it's not gonna be. This one is right here. And this one is negative 3 and 1. And this one is 2, 6. So that's the 2 graphs. Like that. If you have a grid, it's easy. You just see the pattern and keep going. Do like that. Okay. Now, the last part is application. Okay. application is always kind of like they give you a dish. They say opens to the, let's say, east. That means what? To the right. If they gave you P equal to 3.5, and then the diameter is 18, they ask you for the depth. So you sketch this, always put it is at a 0, 0, and it's so open to the east, that means open to the right. So your parabola is like this. Okay. And the P is 3.5, so right here. And the diameter is 18, so diameter is, let's say, we don't know if it's before 3.5 or after 3.5. I'm gonna just randomly draw the diameter like this. This is 18. Okay, so what this gives you is they give you the depth, like last time I said, depth is this. This is called the depth. So basically, you know that you have the P, and you have the diameter, means you have the Y value is 9. So you have the Y is equal to 9. And then you're finding the X, because the X is your depth. So the depth is the X value. And this, the diameter, divided by 2, which is equal to 9. This is your Y value. So if you have P, you have a Y value, you find the X. So your formula is 4P, since it's facing to the right, is 4px equal to y squared. Based on, because it's facing right. This is your formula. So you plug it in. 4 times 3.5. X I don't know. Y I know is 9 squared. So it's just simple. And then you type in the calculator, 81 divided by 4 times 3.5. Finish that question. And the application is always like kind of a 2 ways. I can change anything, like if the same question. So 3 things. They give you, so 3 things. They give you either diameter, depth, or the focus, which is a P. Okay, 3 things. They give you 2. Okay, so given 2, find the other one. It's always like that. The only thing is, if they ask you to find a diameter, make sure you find the x value or whatever y value depends on your graph. Make sure you multiply by 2. So that's the part.